Prime Toji beat Yuki? And what about Hakari? I got asked about both of these what if matchups, so let's talk about it. First, let's talk about the Yuki matchup, and shout out to Bowser for the sponsor question. Also, both Yuki and Hakari are characters that haven't really been touched on too much in the anime yet, so obviously, spoilers for my anime onlys out there, you probably want to skip this one. But could Toji, with full access to his arsenal, take down Yuki? And this is tough, man. I think this is an extreme diff fight, and we also don't have too much to call upon for either of these characters to really know how this matchup would go. But let's pick apart a few things. First of all, Yuki is an absolute beast, right? She is one of only 4 special grade sorcerers, and her curse technique is bananas. She can manipulate mass, right? So one hit really on Toji, and you would think he would go down. However, we knew she gave a big old power punch to Kenjaku and it didn't take him out. So was that for the plot, or is it possible to reinforce yourself with enough cursed energy to resist, a maximum mass punch? Who really knows there? Probably more of, serving the story in that moment. But Toji, who is supremely durable thanks to his heavenly restriction, obviously doesn't have cursed energy, so he wouldn't be able to maximally prepare a defense on where she was punching per se. So I do think that maybe not one punch, but a couple punches from Yuki and Toji's done. So let's remember that first of all. Secondly, she's got a domain expansion, but that's not going to be relevant for Toji because she won't be able to trap him in it unless he wants to be in it, and he's not going to want to be in it. And she has reverse curse technique, which means she can heal. So insanely strong opponent that, again, I think would be able to take Toji out with just a few punches if she can manage to get those in. Now, Toji's reputation also speaks for itself, right? He is also an absolute menace, and I think he edges out Yuki in speed, which could be a major, major factor here because we are giving him access to all of his arsenal, meaning he not only has the Soul Split Katana, but he also has the Inverted Spear of Heaven. And I think with his speed and the fact that he can't be caught in the domain gives him just as good of a shot as Yuki. Like I said, she only needs a few hits on him, but he just needs a couple good hits with either of those weapons. And with the Inverted Spear of Heaven, the reverse curse technique is not going to matter, especially if we're considering this is a Toji that, has all of his knowledge, let's call it that, to where Gojo told him, if you'd have gone for that head strike with that cursed tool, I'd be gone. Meaning reverse curse technique kind of doesn't matter if you're getting stabbed in the brain with the Inverted Spear of Heaven. So that's a win condition for him. And similarly, the Soul Split Katana, we don't fully know how that works, but it could also be a win condition depending on what kind of strikes he gets with it. So all of that being said, this is an extreme diff fight, and I realistically could see either of them winning. But I know you guys are going to want me to pick an answer here. So I would say, the majority of the time, so 6 out of 10 times, I'm going to give it to Toji just for his speed. Like, he might be able to just get one over on her real quick and stab that Inverted Spear of Heaven in the dome, and it's over. But, again, that being said, 4 out of 10 times, I think Yuki would get over on him. So now let's move on over to the Hakari matchup, and shout out to I'm Gaming for the sponsored question here. And he also specifies that Toji does have the Inverted Spear of Heaven, so let's talk about this one. So with absolute no disrespect to my man Hakari here, given what we just talked about, I gotta give the edge to Toji here if he's got the Inverted Spear, because Jackpot Hakari is nigh invincible, but that's really all he's got going for him. I think Toji is going to outclass him in all of the other physical attribute stats, if you will. He's going to be faster. He's going to be, I guess he's not going to be more durable considering the immortality automatic RCT, but I think he'll be stronger and faster. And the durability part of Hakari isn't going to matter when we've got the Inverted Spear of Heaven because of what we were just talking about. So if Toji can manage to get a strike into the dome with that spear, it's not going to matter that he's got automatic RCT. In my opinion, maybe there is some kind of his RCT is just that good in a jackpot that he could even withstand the inverted spear to the dome, but I don't think so, not given what we know. So for that reason, I gotta give it to Toji. Also, just to be completely fair, I was assuming that Hakari would get a jackpot in this fight, but he might not, because again, given how Toji interacts with domains, can Hakari still get a jackpot if he's the only one in the domain? We really don't know. Like, I mean, it would stand to reason that he could maybe just chill in a domain by himself and do the spins. But since we know he like throws the balls and does the doors and the pseudo spins, he might need an opponent in order to activate those things. And if so, he's definitely screwed because Toji's not going to come in there and let him get a jackpot in the first place. So I guess I'm a Toji glazer for picking him in both of those fights, but let me just remind everybody that the first one against Yuki was extreme diff. It basically goes either way, coin flip, in my opinion. But again, if I had to pick, I would go with Toji. But please let me know y'all's thoughts in the comments, and I will see you in the next one.